following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions.
Everybody, welcome to the broadcast. It's the Counselor Stephen Shires, along with the voice of Center Rough Rider Baseball, Mr. Jason Locke. Good evening, Mr. Locke.
Evening. It is a beautiful night here at the Horseshoe. We are live in center from the ballpark. A little bit of wind blowing, blue skies. Can't ask for a better way to play baseball.
You cannot. And this is the Wright Chrysler pregame show here, brought to you by, of course, Wright Chrysler. Go for your Dodge, your Jeep, all that stuff. Go see your classmate, old Mr. Greg Hubbard down there. He'll fix you right up.
That's right. He is the salesman, Greg Hubbard.
That's right. So we're going to hear from Wright Chrysler. We come back, we'll talk a little baseball as we are about 7 or 8 minutes away from first pitch.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So, Jason Locke, we looked at this. We had a very exciting baseball game the other night, and we have the Little Rough Riders. And here's the starting lineups, folks.
Let's get started and meet the visiting team. Batting first, third base, Aiden Benassi. Batting second and playing catcher, number 21, Cutter Warren. Batting third and playing first base, Levi Strader. Batting fourth and pitching tonight, number 7, Albert Ibarra.
So he said Strader. So they're going to have Slater at first base tonight? Is that what he said?
No, he's at short.
Okay.
Number 20, Ace Horan. Batting sixth and playing center field tonight, number 13, Jackson May.
Yeah, they made changes. Pitcher first, second, and third were all different.
Number 18, Max Lowe.
Well, Chris Wallington will not be here tonight, but he did send us some information. And this is a hugely critical game for both teams because the way it's kind of sorting out, it looks like it's going to be Palestine, Bullard, Center, and Hudson making the playoffs.
Right.
Though I don't know that Rusk and Madisonville have been completely eliminated because we still have to play Rusk. But well, let's turn it over to Chase Mayfield, who is going to announce the Rough Riders starting lineup.
Batting first and playing shortstop tonight for the Rough Riders, Easton Wolf.
Easton with a buddy.
Batting second and playing second, number 8, Logan Horton.
Little Riders tonight, so everybody has a little buddy going out with them.
Batting third and pitching for the Rough Riders tonight, number 2, DJ Billy. Batting cleanup and playing first base tonight for the Rough Riders, number 14, Cody Atkinson.
That's our starting lineups tonight. Let me turn this back down. I think I turned my microphone way up. So we're going to take a break here from B3 and Wright Chrysler, and we'll be back for our first pitch right after this.
Yes, you remove your hats in respect for the country.
B3, that's the name. What does that name mean to you? B3 Oregon, dude. It's the sound of the 60s. B3 is the only thing that is before B4. It's a vitamin, good for the teeth and bones. None of the above. It's B3 Car Wash right there on Tenha Highway. You can do it yourself or you can drive through. It's B3 Car Wash.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We got TJ Bellin on the mound, throwing the lane. We got a couple of switch-ups here. As we're going to have, as far as the Rough Riders go out in the field, we're moving Link from third to right field. Then we're going to put Barnes in. First time, probably second time I've seen him play, but first time you've seen him play.
Yeah, first time I've seen him start in district. He'll start at third base tonight.
Right. And then we're moving Wolf. Well, he normal shortstop where he plays if he's not pitching. Horton is over at second, which is what they do when Bellin is on the mound. And so, the issue is going to be, see how Barnes does. Obviously, Coach Ellis is giving him a shot, another younger player. We got Emanis in left field, who's done a good job for us. And, of course, Mr. Bad Intentions himself, Cody Atkinson, in center field. So, and what do we got for the Hudson Hornets here this evening? A little bit different from what we had
So Hudson's going to bring in a little different lineup. Ibarra moves from third base. He'll start on the pitcher's mound tonight. Warren is doing the catching. They brought in Sanders at first. Mendez will play second. Slatter stays over at shortstop, and Bonacci moves to third base. Howitt, left field, May, center field, and Williams, we did not see play. Williams will take the reins over in right field tonight. So a little bit different lineup for both teams, coming off a barn burner Tuesday night.
Yes, sir.
The Hudson Hornets prevailed in the bottom of the seventh. Ball game was tied 4-4, and they were able to sneak a man across home plate on a swinging bunt play, and the Riders went down 5-4 in Hudson. So a tight game, and expect another good one here tonight.
Number 4, Aiden Benassi.
So we're going to start off here with Benassi in here for the Hornets. Where did he play? Was that the leadoff? That was the leadoff for them the other night, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bonacci started in right field.
Right.
He led off for them, but he started in right field. They're going to move him to third, so we moved our third baseman to right field, and they moved their right fielder to third base. And he's going to take a pitch low, ball one. Bonacci, typical leadoff. We saw him swinging a lot of pitches the other night, trying to get on base, and when he did get on, he was moving. And Bellin evens the count at 1-1.
So I'm trying to figure out is that Liker behind the home plate? It takes forever to make the strike call.
And that one outside.
So
2-1.
You're going to be patient with your play-by-play.
Yeah, I may just call balls and strikes from here. And 3-1, low in the dirt. Folks, you can hear the wind blowing. It's been blowing pretty hard all day today. Right now, looking at the center field flag, it's blowing in towards home plate. kind of towards home, right field a little bit. So any ball hit to left or center field is going to go straight up. And a strike call at the plate. Benaki has to come back and pick his bat up. He had already jogged down thinking it was ball 4. It's now a full count.
I'm not sure why he thought that because it was down Main Street.
Right down the middle. All right, full count. Let's see what Bellin comes with.
I think maybe come with some.
And that will be ball 4 to Benaki. So we walk the first batter we see. That's going to bring up the catcher, Cutter Warren. Well, if we get the same kind of ball game we got Tuesday night, it'll be well worth the money here tonight, folks. Two really hard, scrappy teams. They work hard for every run. Every pitch, every at-bat is contested. Big lead by Benaki. Pitch is outside, ball 1. And that one inside, 2-0. Well, Benaki's not going to go anywhere because having a little hard time finding the strike zone here.
Yeah. Which is unusual. Normally Bellin is throwing lots of strikes.
2-0 count, no outs. And that one down the middle, 2-1.
It's interesting. They have not swung at a pitch yet.
No, they're waiting out Bellin here. And a little better lead over at first. I think Lane kind of backed Bellin off there. They may check one here. And this is swung hard, and in the gap between first and second goes into right field. Link comes up throwing. And Warren able to add a single. So runners now at first and second. That's going to bring up Slatter. Levi Slatter is the son of Brent Slatter, a Center High School graduate, Shelby County native. You know his grandma, Miss Beverly, down at the sign shop. So a lot of family here to see him play tonight. He was actually the winning run in the bottom of the 7th the other night. Slid in home on a swinging bunt play.
I think he got on base several times.
Yeah, he swings a good bat in that 3 spot.
There's a nice pitch.
There's a good pitch. Breaking ball from Bellin for strike 1. Bellin looked really good in the series against Madisonville. See if he can keep going here tonight. They show bunt and pull that back. Runners retreat. So the count now 1-1. Benaki got a huge lead on that. And Bellin's going to step away again. I was going to say, it looks like there's a little confusion. Bellin was shaking off pitches, so Lane's going to go out, make sure they're on the same page. And here we go. All right, count on the batter is 1-1. There are no outs. Runners at first and second here in the top of the first. And they're going to turn at second. No throw. They show bunt, pull it back. Ball's in the dirt. They'll go to third. There'll be a tag play. And good opportunity for Lane, but he threw to the wrong side of the bag. Barnes doing a good job just keeping that from going into left
Goodness,
field.
we had him dead to rights. And normally Lane is going to put a laser throw on.
Lane had plenty of arm on that. He just threw to the wrong side of the bag. Good thing that Barnes was over there because it took all – he's a lanky guy. He had to stretch out there and stop that from going into left field. So now we have runners on the corners, no outs. And this is foul back, 2-2.
Really need a strikeout here. Think he'll come with the off speed or a curveball?
Time is called very late. TJ was already coming toward the plate. I'm surprised the umpire gave that.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to reset. TJ's ready to go. They take off for second. The play will be at first base, the only thing Horton's got. And they do make the out, but they give up the run. So Benaki scores at home on the RBI ground ball to Horton at second. All right, so Hudson on the board first. One out. This brings Ibarra to the plate. Ibarra is going to start on the mound for Hudson at the bottom of the inning with a runner on second. And right down the middle. Whoa, no call there. My goodness, that looked good. Pick move at second. They had him leaning, but he did get back in time. Wolf snuck in behind him, and TJ made a good play. Just not in time. And that pitch outside, 2-0 to Ibarra. We got about a 15-mile-an-hour wind going right now. At least. But it's up here on the hill. I'm not sure how much of it's down on the playing surface.
Long half-inning lock. I think we already played 2 innings in Hudson the other night this amount of time.
Yeah, things really slowing down, and time called late again. So we're working the runner pretty hard at second base, and then of course, the batter's going to call time. So both teams really delaying things here. 2-0 count to the batter with one out. And this is foul back, 2-1. Good pitch from TJ. That was a fastball kind of high and outside. Got Ibarra to bite. They go to second. There's nobody there. Wolf lucky to get a glove on that. Not sure he knew TJ was coming.
He's got a late start on it.
And I think there's some signal mix-up, so that's going to bring Coach Ellis out of the dugout. He just wants to make sure his defense is on the same page here.
Tell you what, to do that, we'll take a quick break. We'll hear from a couple sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Pineywood Sports and NETSN say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumber yard.
Everybody, welcome back. Hopefully we got everything straight. Everybody's talked it up. And we're going to go 2-1 here with one out, with Hudson's able to push one run across and got a runner in scoring position at second.
TJ makes a good pitch. That's going to be popped up in foul territory. And a good job by Stockwell getting over there and making the play for the second out. So a good pitch, kind of a breaker on the outside corner. There wasn't much Ibarra could do but foul that off or pop it up, and that's exactly what he did.
Right, fouling a ball off and at the horseshoe often is equal to an out.
That's right, because we've got like
we've got as much
bonus territory.
Yeah, it's almost as much foul territory as there is play territory.
We like mowing grass. All right, so this is Haran. He is the DH coming up. And right down the middle for strike one. TJ went right at him with that pitch.
Our series sponsor this week is Farmer State Bank. We'll hear from them in the bottom, or as we transition to the bottom of the first.
Good job by Lane, kind of knocking that pitch down. It went under the mid a little bit. Count now 1-1 at the plate. Two away here. TJ can focus on the batter. Big breaking ball, but it stays up and out of the zone. Just not getting the bite on that curveball that he had against Madisonville. He really commanded that pitch well. Hadn't found it yet tonight.
Not yet, but it's early. We know TJ gets stronger as the game progresses.
And time called again.
Again, going back what we touched on briefly in the pregame show, this is a ginormous game here for these teams. Don't hit it to over to Horton, and easy.
And Horton makes the play at first base, and the Riders head to the bottom of the first. We'll pick up the bat, see if we can get that run back. Both teams playing hard here at the Horseshoe.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm. These fine following sponsors bring you our coverage of Pineywood sports. Sandy Creek Land Enhancement, helping you make the most of your property. The great flavors of Rancho Grande, a great place to celebrate. First National Bank Tenaha, helping the area grow. Dr. Deborah Worsham, local choice, local expertise.
Everybody, welcome back. So Wolf is up for the Riders to lead off. And starting with a ball. Neeson's going to hit a base hit.
All right, Wolf with a base hit to right field, start things off for the Riders. Both teams able to get their lead off on here in the first inning.
And the good news after all of that, right, after Bellin having some control issues early on, we only give up 1 run.
All right, so Horton comes up. Wolf on at first base. Ibarra on the mound for the Hudson Hornets. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls that back. Wolf with a good lead. They do pick, and he's back. Saw Coach Ellis put some hit and runs on with these two the other night. Was pretty successful against the Madisonville series. See if that may be what's in store here. And Wolf goes on a breaking ball. He should easily get there. They call him out. I think he tagged him on the leg. He was way behind. The throw was way up the baseline. I actually think the shortstop got him on the leg as he was sliding by. Otherwise, Wolf would have beat the throw. So just kind of an odd situation there, but they do call him out at second. All right, count at the plate now is 2-1. Check that. It's 1-2. The scoreboard has the pitch on the wrong spot. Horton hits this hard to third. Barnes. And he's thrown out at first base. So Benaki over at third base makes the play for the Hornets. And they're 2 away here in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up T.J. Bellin.
All right, so Bellin can help himself out here.
T.J. Bellin.
And the big curveball, strike one. And Bellin goes for the breaking pitch in the dirt. Strike two. (0-2) count to Bellin. Got a little bit of work here. And they come back, same pitch in the dirt. He holds off 1-2. And this pitch outside, 2-2.
This young man, for Hudson, more breaking stuff, it looks like. He may not have the velocity as what we saw Tuesday night or Monday night. But
and that was the fastball on the outside corner. I think you're right. We saw, of course, Williams started the game for him. Williams had a lot of pop on the glove. I don't think Ibarra has the same power, but definitely throws a lot more breaking pitches.
Yep. There it is.
TJ slaps this one hard at the shortstop. Slatter comes up and able to make the play at first. So the Riders unable to capitalize on the leadoff single by Wolf. We'll go to the top of the second. It's Hudson 1, Rough Riders 0.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Father, for
lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American
no, I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm
Ice
a
cream
vegetarian.
cheeseburger. That's
Oh,
what I need.
Father.
Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen. Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Everybody, welcome back. Go to the top of the second. Number 13, Jackson May is up here for Hudson. We're starting with a strike. Ooh, that looked good, but it's going to be called a ball, so it's going to be 1-1. Going to be, I'll call it a ball. This is number 13 up.
This is May, the center fielder, leading things off. That pitch outside, 2-1. And that one right down Broadway, 2-2. Good pitch from TJ. Batter's questioning the pitches. Thinks he missed a pitch.
I think they did. I think it should be. Is he saying 3 or 2?
They're saying 3-2.
That's right. I think that's right.
Okay, so the scoreboard's behind a pitch. There we go. Yeah, the Hudson coach is the one that questioned that. Full count, strike 3, and that's a twice the eye strikeout for TJ Bellin. Iced him at the plate. Kind of a warm night out tonight. TJ trying to cool things off.
That's right.
Number 17, Trip Sanders.
It's going to be Sanders. He plays first base for the Hornets tonight. And a good pitch from TJ to start him off with a strike there. TJ really moving on the corners tonight.
Yep.
Goes right down the middle, strike 2. Now the breaking ball. Nope, goes outside with a high fastball. 1-2. And that one just a swinging bunt. TJ will take it by himself, and that'll be out number 2. Good job. TJ just came in right under his hands. Nothing that the batter could really do with that. Swung hard, but it just kind of dribbled out to the pitcher's mound on a hop, and TJ put it away. So Mendez comes to the plate. Mendez coming in to play second base tonight for Hudson. And TJ goes right at him and misses with the fastball. Strike zone not as consistent as it has been the last couple of games. And that's a late call, but it is a strike call, 1-1. And the big curveball stays inside.
Almost got in, curved on him.
Yeah, Mendez thought he was going to get that one. It broke just enough to miss the jersey. Comes right back, same pitch, and strike 2. Moved that over about 2 inches and got the call. 2-2 count. TJ wastes no time, goes right at him. It does not get the corner. So another full count. And this one hits softly to first. Stockwell just self-defense, knocks it down and makes the play. Good for him. He caught that right in front of his nose. Good job by Stockwell to get us out of that.
All right, folks, we'll go to the bottom of the second. The 1-2-3 inning for the Riders here. We'll be right back.
So if you need a new set of tires, Center Tire's the place to go? Check. What if you just need one tire repaired? Check. But what if your car needs an oil change or it needs to be aligned? Check and check. It's all there at Center Tire. Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home. For all of your glass-related needs, it's Center Glass.
All right, here we go. The bottom of the second.
Atkinson starts things off for the Riders. Got fooled by that one, swing and a miss on strike 1. Ibarra still on the bump for the Hornets. And Atkinson fouls this one back, strike 2.
Oh.
And they stay outside, 1-2. Atkinson gonna have a little work to do here. Bottom of the second, Hudson up 1-0, and they go outside again, 2-2. Got Atkinson, Lane, and Vadreen coming up here in the bottom of the second. And that one gets him. Whoa, I don't know how that didn't hit him. So that goes to a full count. That's one of those Atkinson should have kind of rubbed something. I think he would have got the call. The umpire looked at him, waiting on it. And he fouls this one back, full count. And this one fouled straight back. Atkinson hanging tough here. Fouling off a couple of real good pitches.
So Atkinson hold on.
And
here.
this is going to be put into play. Second baseman bobbles it. He comes up, and he is there in time. We didn't think he was going to get there. Mendez kind of tripped over that ball. Was able to scoop it up and still got there before Atkinson. It was going to be close, though. Good at bat by Atkinson. That was about a 7 or 8 pitch at bat.
Yes.
Fouled off a lot of good pitches. All right, Jaden Lane, catcher for the Rough Riders, comes to the plate. His first at bat of the game. And goes outside to Lane, 1-0. Ibarra kind of has a little bit of a tail on that fastball. I think he's throwing maybe cut, some kind of a cut fastball. It's just got a little bit of whip on it. Jaden swings through a good one there, 1-1. Fouls this one back, 1-2. And that one in the dirt, 2-all.
So we're making Ibarra pitch a lot of pitches.
Yeah, we're being a little more selective tonight. We were much more aggressive in Hudson the first game. And this one driven into right field. That should get down. Base hit. He'll go for 2. They're sending Lane for 2. He's chugging it out, and he's in with a stand-up double. Good piece of hitting by Lane.
Lane is just, his bat has just come on fire here in district.
He did that in Hudson, came up in a big spot, was able to get a multi-base hit, and he does it again tonight. That one hit right off the end of the bat, but hit with a little bit of power. Got all the way deep in the right field, right down the foul line, and Lane turns it into a double.
With Ibarra's pitching, if you look for that curveball, you're going to get it at some point.
Well, and
So
he's
you
kind
sit
of
on
living
that.
on that outside corner.
Yeah.
So Lane, you know, when I say it's good hitting, he went with the pitch and took an outside pitch to right field. That's what you train on how to do that, and he did it very well. So the Riders with 1 out and a man in scoring position, and this is going to bring Vadrine to the plate. He is DHing tonight. Nobody holding Lane. And this hit hard. It's hit toward the third baseman. He'll look Lane back, go to first, and make the play. So Benaki moved over to third tonight, made the play there for Hudson. And there's 2 away. This is going to bring up Sutton Link.
For the Riders, number 4, Sutton Link.
A little bit of wind blowing, but it's blowing straight in here. Anything hitting the air is going to lift. Ball in the dirt.
Not choosing to have a courtesy runner for our catcher.
That's true.
I mean,
they normally do run for Lane, but they're going to let him run here.
Yeah, he hustles.
And a strike to Link. Yeah, not sure the strategy there, but
it's going to take probably just a regular base hit. Probably isn't going to get him home.
and that pitch outside misses, so 2-1. See if Link can do a little bit of 2-out hitting here. outside. You saw the little tail on the end of
Yeah.
it. So normally a right-hander is going to throw a ball that's going to break down to the left if you're looking at the pitcher. His ball breaks down to the right. It kind of has almost a cut or a screwball action to it. And that one right down the middle between the legs of the pitcher. They're going to hold Lane at third. He would not have made it. Good call by Coach Ellis. Put the brakes on at third, but a great piece of hitting by Sutton Link. Folks, he went between the pitcher's legs with that ball.
Now batting for the Rough Riders.
I don't know how Ibarra didn't get hit by that.
Stockwell.
All right.
Coming up Stockwell.
Stockwell got a chance to do a little damage here with 2 outs. Got a man at third and a man at first. Let's see if that ball, that comebacker to Ibarra, if that unnerves him a little bit. See how long Link stays at first base. And that one inside to Stockwell. Warren's going to step out, put on a defensive play here. I think they had one on, saw something they didn't like, and made a change. So 2 outs. Stockwell with a chance. And outside, 2-0. And this is foul back, 2-1. So Stockwell batting in the 8-hole. They could be careful here, pitch around him. They do have a base they could put him on. That'd bring up the 9-hole hitter, Zy Barnes.
Right.
I don't think they're going to want to do that. They're going to want to go at Stockwell here so that Barnes would have to start off the next inning. And that one in for a strike, so 2-2. And Stockwell, good job fighting off a tough breaking ball there, able to foul it back. You saw his hands, boy, he hit the brakes, but just able to get a piece of that.
I think, I mean, again, my specialty is not baseball, but I would be coming up looking for the curveball and then catching up with the fastball.
And a good pitch to hit there. Stockwell just couldn't hold his hands long enough. He hit that sharply, but foul. Yeah, I'm with you. Ibarra's making good pitches, but he's not near as hot as Williams was the other night. So, yeah, look breaking stuff. Pull the trigger on the fastball. We'll see. And a swing and a miss. And that ball is foul tip, but Warren holds on to it, and that's going to get Stockwell. So Riders not able to push a run across. It's 1-0 Hudson here at the Horseshoe.
You're watching NETSN and Pinewood Sports coverage of Rough Rider baseball. Tonight, the Riders take on the Hudson Hornets, live from the Horseshoe in Center, Texas. The series between the Riders and the Hudson Hornets, brought to you by Farmer State Bank. Sandy Cox is a good State Farm agent. Just ask Drake. He knows. State Farm agents in general are pretty cool, but Sandy Cox has the answers to your questions. Like, what's best for me, for my kids, for my business, for my farm? For all of us in Shelby County, those questions can be answered at Sandy Cox State Farm.
What do you think of when you hear the word ace? In tennis, it means a serve so good the opponent can't touch it. In warfare, you want your very best, your ace. And in cards, it's the best card you can draw. Same way is true in hardware. Ace is the place for so many things. When you need your best, it's Ace.
People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
All right, folks, here we are, top of the third. Howitt, the 9-hole batter, is going to lead things off, and then Benaki and Warren for Hudson. And they go straight at him. TJ Bellin on the mound for the Rough Riders, the big senior doing a good job. Count now is 1-1 to Howitt. Bellin asks for a new ball.
You know, because I don't have enough to do.
And here we go. And a good strike by Bellin, 2-2. Don't want to lose the 9-hole hitter here. See if Bellin comes back fastball. And he does. And just a hair low, full count. And that one slap foul. Bellin made a good pitch there. Right under the hands. It was everything Howitt could do just to get that out of there. And this one hit softly back to Bellin. He'll go to first. He'll have to hurry. And that one's thrown away into right field. And Howitt will go for 2. Tough break there. Bellin came up and didn't realize how fast Howitt was, so he kind of sidearmed that ball and whipped it to first base and just threw it way down the line. Stockwell didn't have any kind of chance at it. So a extra base for Howitt. I think Coach Ellis is asking a question here if maybe the runner blocked the first baseman. I'm not sure. I think that's what he's asking. Stockwell, by the time he turned to go for the ball, the runner was right on top of him. I don't know if there was a collision, though. So we'll give Coach Ellis a minute to speak his piece. All right, so both parties have talked it through. They're going to go out and talk with the field umpire just to see what he thinks. So the rules kind of work both ways. You can't impede a player from making a play to a ball as long as you're in the base path. I think the question was the runner had run kind of circled a little bit. I don't know, but that's what they're discussing. think everybody's going to stay right where they're at. Okay, so call's going to stand as played. Howitt advances to second on the overthrow at first. And we go back to the top of the order. This will be Benaki coming up here.
Batting for the Hornets, number 4, Aiden Benassi.
Benaki playing third base tonight. No outs, man on second base.
Sorry about that, Locke. My day job got in the way.
And this is the bunt. It's going to pop
That's
down the
gonna go
line
foul.
and
It's
go
go foul.
foul. Good job by TJ letting that roll out. For a second there, the ball was popped up in the air. I was thinking we might get a break there, but TJ wisely let that roll foul.
That reminds me, if you didn't watch the game the other night, we have a crazy bunt defense that I have never seen before.
Yeah, the circling the mound, circle the wagons is what we'll call it with good Rough Rider lingo. Never really seen that before, but it worked for us.
Yes.
Had a bunt pop there. Here's the bunt again. This one does get down. They'll go to third and not make it. The ball goes into left field. Hudson will score a run. 2 throwing errors here in the inning. Tough play. Throwing error at first. Put the runner at second. Throwing error at third. Sends the runner home. And they're going to... Okay, so we got time. The runner, Benaki, was able to advance to second.
Yep.
So another run unearned by Hudson puts the Rough Riders in a hole 2-0.
Yeah. When TJ looked, he should have went ahead and gone to first because that look. I mean, I think the runner was going to be safe even if the throw was.
Yeah, no,
was on
absolutely.
Was on target. I mean, that was that amount of delay was enough because that was a great jump. Cutter Warren.
Yeah, you're right. Howitt had a great jump on the bunt. He was already 2 steps from third when CJ touched the ball. TJ just did not have a chance.
Of course, spinning and throwing to first is a difficult play, too.
They do go to second. They got him. Oh, they're going to call him safe. Boy, Benaki was way off the bag.
Very close.
That was extremely close. TJ made a great move there. I thought he might have had him. Riders need a break. There's no outs. Runner in scoring position for the Hornets. And this hit hard into center field. And Atkinson, no way to get there. And that'll score Benaki all the way from second base. They're going to dig for third here. There'll be a throw and not in time. Barnes just had to knock it down. Ball comes skipping in. So a triple with the RBI. Things kind of unraveling a little bit here for the Rough Riders in the top of the third.
Levi Slater.
Yeah, well, a couple errors that led to that, but that was just knocked the cover off the ball there.
Yeah, that was a well-hit ball. Atkinson made a break for it, but the ball was well over his head. So this is going to bring up Slater with a man at third and no outs. And he's going to foul this back. Yeah, that ball was just smoked out of there. No chance for Atkinson to make that play. The Riders in on the grass now. Got to cut the run at home. There's no outs, nowhere to go. Pitch outside. 2-1 count to Slater. There's a good pitch. Took something off that. A little change-up action, 2-2. You know, the Riders had a tough 5th inning. Had 3 errors in the 5th inning in Hudson the other night, but they clawed back in that thing and tied it up in the 7th.
So they can do that again here.
And a swing and a miss from Slater. They'll check it first, tag the bag. There's an out on the board finally. Good job by Stockwell. He kind of broke down like a middle linebacker in front of first base there. I think Slater would have had to knock him down to get to that bag. He wasn't going to let him have it.
That's going to bring up the pitcher, Ibarra.
All right, now 1 out. Runner still at third. Ibarra is the cleanup hitter tonight.
Oh, what's wrong with that pitch?
I tell you, the strike zone is not as consistent as we're used to. Man, that was a good-looking pitch.
It was. It looked like it was belt high.
And that's a foul ball, which was the exact same pitch in the exact same spot. So the count 1-1. And this hit hard. Stockwell makes the play, goes to first for the out. Kept the runner at third. Good job by Trenton Stockwell.
Yes.
All right, so that changes things. Now there's 2 outs, man at third. And this is Horan, the DH, coming up.
Riders can go back to normal plate depth.
And the breaking ball just misses. Boy, Lane framed that up well. I thought we were going to get the call there. Goes outside and misses. That one gets away from Lane. They'll score the run from third on a pass ball. Not sure. Lane was asking a question to the umpire. Not sure what it was. All right, so a ball was called at the plate. It's 1-0 with 2 outs. Nobody gone. Curveball in on the hands is fouled away 1-1. And this is hit hard right field. Sutton Link, and he makes the play. That's why Sutton's out there tonight, folks. Put that one away. The Riders needed it badly, but they have given up 4 runs here tonight. They're down 4-0, headed to the bottom of the third.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Granny B Snow Cone Center is your source for great summer treats. It begins with quality shaved ice, and from there you get everything from the single colored snow cone to a really creative summer treat. And besides, the counselor likes it. They're also your home for Dippin' Dots. They've been supporting the Rough Riders for a mighty long time. So pull up to the window at Granny B's and let them serve you something special. White Cottage Mercantile, elegance in 3 acts. Act 1, gourmet food that makes the home taste great. Act 2, gifts for the home that make it look great. Act 3, furniture with a homemade craftsmanship unlike any other. No matter where you travel, there's no place like White Cottage Mercantile. Jack Allen,
Yes, sir.
what's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More.
All right, Ty Barnes is up for the Rough Riders. He's going to swing at the first pitch, and he's going to knock it in there center field is going to hang up.
The wind got under that, folks, and it just died in center field. Barnes hit that pretty well, but the wind is blowing in the face of the catcher tonight. So anything hit up in the air is just going to keep going straight up.
I guess unless you tattoo it.
Yeah, if you hit one out of here tonight, you have muscled it out. All right, back to the top of the order. Easton Wolf comes to the plate. Not sure. The umpire just said something to the pitcher. I'm not sure what that was about. Pitcher asked for a new ball, and the umpire kind of stood there and said a few words. I don't know what's going on. All right. Wolf steps in with one away. Hits a breaking ball into right field. That'll get down. Base hit, Wolf. And he'll take a turn for a single. Again, good job of hitting. The rider's starting to wake up on that outside pitch, and they're just driving it to right field. Do what you can with it. Kept his hands back and took the breaking ball the way it was going.
Number 8, Logan Horton.
So Wolf on with his second base hit of the night, brings up Logan Horton with one out. Wolf was caught stealing in the first. And Horton fouls this one off the catcher. Coach Ellis wants a conversation. Oh, 1 with one away. And a breaking ball. Misses outside, 1-1. And they pick at Wolf at first. He's back easy. And he'll get another half step. And the breaking ball, Horton puts it in the gap. That gets down. Wolf goes to third, and we'll have runners at the corners. Good job of hitting. Oh, the ball gets away. Horton's going to take second. And he's in safe at second base on a missed tag by the shortstop. They had Horton. The ball trickled away. Horton went ahead and broke for second and stood up instead of slid.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but the shortstop, I think, just flat out missed him on the tag. But we'll take it. Runners at second and third, one out. And T.J. Bellin able to help his own cause here. Smart base running by the Riders. Got two men in scoring position. And Bellin hits one hard to first. It's bobbled by the first baseman, and the Riders are on the board. So an RBI for Bellin. First baseman knocked it down, didn't come up cleanly, so all he could do is pick it up and step on the bag, and Wolf scores easily. 4-1.
Number 14, Cody Atkinson.
See if Atkinson can't deliver another run here. See if we can't get.
So Atkinson comes in with 2 outs and a man on third. The Riders scrapped and clawed and fought their way back and tied that thing up Tuesday night. And Atkinson lifts this one, and the wind's going to keep it up. Second baseman calls for it and is able to make the play, but not before the Riders get one back. It's now 4-1 here at the Horseshoe.
The series between the Riders and the Hudson Hornets, brought to you by Farmer State Bank. Jack Callan,
Yes, sir.
what's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More. People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's. Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Who do we have coming up here, Locke, for the Hornets here?
This will be number 13, May. Will lead things off, and then Sanders and Mendez. May, the center fielder tonight for the Hornets. TJ Bellin on the mound. For the Riders, we're in the top of the fourth inning. This game, very different from the strategy we saw Tuesday night. We had already finished 4 innings and was in the top of the 5th after 1 hour of play the other night.
Yep.
An hour and 5 minutes into this game, we are just now getting to the top of the 4th. So things have slowed way down for both teams.
Now batting for the Hudson Hornets, number 13, Jackson May.
All right, 4th inning is underway. And starts him off with a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Bellin's been getting that call more often than not. Comes inside and misses low. And that one low as well. Goodness. Strike zone is about the size of a
Grapefruit.
Yeah, maybe a grapefruit. I was going to say like a brownie. I mean, it's tiny. And a comebacker to Bellin. He'll flip it over. Stockwell puts it away. And that was an easy out for TJ. Yeah, the strike zone is not what we would call consistent tonight. I think it changes batter to batter. All right, so this is Sanders. He's playing first base for the Hornets. The wind's still blowing here. Sanders hits this sharply but foul down the third baseline. Hudson coach makes a nice play on the ball. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. Well, that was a nasty pitch by TJ.
Yep.
And the curveball, strike 3, and that is a twice the eye strikeout for TJ Bellin, his second on the evening. The weather's getting warm. It'll be a warm Easter holiday. Go by Twice the Ice for all your ice and filtered water. They'll be ready for you. And this one foul back. This is Mendez, the second baseman. 2 away. And a swing and a miss makes it 0-2.
Ooh, Got
And
him.
strike three. He froze him, folks. He iced him twice. The ice strikeout by T.J. Bellin. He's starting to find it, folks. That's 2 in this inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th.
So if you need a new set of tires, Center Tire's the place to go? Check. What if you just need one tire repaired? Check. But what if your car needs an oil change or it needs to be aligned? Check and check. It's all there at Center Tire.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American
no, I couldn't possibly.
cheeseburgers.
I'm
Ice
a
cream is a
vegetarian.
cheeseburger.
That's
How
what
can
I need.
Father?
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they could all get something good. Dairy Queen. The series between the Riders and the Hudson Hornets, brought to you by Farmer State Bank.
So, Jason Locke, we'll get back to start the bottom of the 4th. And we heard there from Center Tire, in case folks weren't tuned in to our game of the night. On Master Sunday, I was driving my work truck home and I had a blowout, just a complete disintegration of a tire. And no problem, I'd upgraded all my tire changing stuff, but I forgot that I needed the thing to crank the tire down, so I couldn't get my tire down. So I call up Trey Burns, and he gets a guy out there on Master Sunday. Guy's out there in about 30 minutes. I was down below Shelbyville. I'm not sure where his fella came from, but it was hot. And he got that thing changed, did that complete change.
Wow, they had to actually change the tire itself off the rim.
Off the rim.
Wow. That's service, folks, coming at you from Center Tire. Call Trey Burns. Call Sean Crouch for all your needs, even on the weekends, on Masters Sunday.
That's right.
All right. Jaden Lane in for the Riders, leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th.
Lane belted one.
Turned it into a double. The last at bat rips this toward third. What a play by the third baseman,
And
Bonaco.
we missed it because I didn't get it. So that happened so fast. Sorry, Hudson folks.
That was comebacker and a half. Right, it was self-defense. Bonaco just knocked it down, but made the catch on the fly. So number 13, Gage Vadreen, the DH for the Rough Riders, comes in with one away. And he'll take a fastball, strike one. Ibarra still on the bump, pitching here in the bottom of the 4th. And this one in on the hands is going to be hit foul down the third base line. Coach Ellis makes the play. Count now 0-2 to Vadreen. And that pitch high, 1-2. Wind still blowing. You can see the flag. It's actually blowing right in our face, coming straight toward the catcher from center field. And a swing attempt by Vadreen. That was a breaking ball. He misguessed on it and just kind of swung through so he could run to first, but they throw him out on the play. So 2 outs. That'll take us to Sutton Link, the right fielder.
Now batting for the Rough Riders.
Link hit the one right in between the pitcher's legs last time.
Yeah, Link literally, Ibarra made the pitch and was kind of in his follow through, and Link put one between his feet on the mound. And hits it right back to him. This time Ibarra gets the better end of the deal, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. And the Riders, with work to do, headed toward the 5th.
We'll be right back.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Behold the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond Bee Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond Bee Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What's that old State Farm slogan, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there? Well, that could not be a better description than Chris Mayfield of Mayfield State Farm. Since he came to town close to 20 years ago now, he has been the quintessential good neighbor. It's the same thing true of his insurance agency, Chris Mayfield State Farm.
Everybody, welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. Riders need to get out of this inning without any more damage being done.
They're down here 4-1, starting off this 5th inning. They're going to face the 9-1-2 hitters for Hudson. Now Howitt, on 2 throwing errors, scored the last time he came up. He did offer a bunt at that. They're going to call it a strike at the plate. He got on with a throwing error at first and was able to go to second, and then another throwing error at third. He scored. That ball low and away, 1-1. Never want to see your 9-hole batter able to work his way around, but Howitt did a great job in his last at bat. And this is hit foul. So 1-2.
If you got a 9-hole hitter that can get on regularly, that's a huge, a weapon.
Well, and he's got a lot of speed. He really cranked it up out there when he was on the base path. The throwaway to third, he rounded third and came home, no question about it. That one stays outside, 2-2. TJ working a little harder than he wanted to. And a swing and a miss. Lane will go to first and make sure, and the out is made. Well, we are in the exact same spot as far as the score. 5th inning, it was 4-1 Tuesday night, and it's the 5th inning, and it's 4-1 here tonight. So Benaki comes up, top of the order for Hudson. Made a great play at third the last inning.
Yes, he did.
And he shows bunt. Ball outside, misses. I don't think Benaki's bunting here. I think they were just trying to draw TJ out of the strike zone. And that one gets through the wickets and goes all the way to the fence. And inside. Now the scoreboard shows 2-1.
I think it's 3-0. No, that's what
It is 2-1. Okay, we missed a strike somewhere.
I'm not sure how.
The one that went through the legs must have been called a strike.
All right, we'll take it.
Oh, and he caught that one in the middle of the back. The breaking ball just got away from TJ. And Benaki will be put on with a hit by pitcher.
Cutter Warren.
So Cutter Warren comes up. 1 out with a man on first base. Benaki, a lot of speed over there. Big lead. See how long he stays at first base with a left-handed batter. And the breaking ball outside. And a balk call on TJ, and they're going to award second base. Wait a minute. Now they're going to send him back. Okay, somebody explain to me what just happened. Did the home plate umpire overrule that? TJ stepped off, and the field umpire threw his hands up, and Benaki started jogging to second. Not sure what happened there. That was a weird sequence.
Yep.
And time is called again. So a little back and forth here between pitcher and batter. 3 times have been granted and no pitches have been thrown.
Oh,
and a beautiful pitch from TJ makes it 1-1. Benaki runs. It's a hit and run.
Oh, right behind us.
Ball comes foul right over our heads. Benaki will go back and a strike. So it's 1-2. Well, that one came right back over our head.
Yeah, right.
Mick, did you make the play? Oh, okay. And a chopper down to first. Stockwell touches it in foul territory, so we'll come back and do it again.
So 1-2, 1 out, runner on first. Hudson with a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 5th.
And this one is pop foul. And the other broadcast team almost makes the play.
Yeah.
Still 1-2.
So they're keeping everybody busy.
Benaki got another half step over at first base. And once again, time is called. Well, TJ stepped away that time, so we'll redo everything and start again. And a curveball fouled away. Warren fighting off some good pitches here. Boy, TJ is pounding the strike zone with that breaking ball finally. Warren's fouled away 3 or 4 in a row. Inside and misses 2-2. And this one hit a mile in the air to right. Sutton Link backs up, camps out, and puts it away. So a big out for the Riders there.
I was worried about that one for a second. He caught that one at the fence.
Yeah, the wind kind of helped it climb and climb and climb, and finally died and fell right into the glove of Sutton Link. So 2 outs.
That's going to bring up Slatter.
Slatter got a little Shelby County blood in him. Son of Brent Slatter. 2 away with a man at first. Long count. TJ steps away. And this one is fouled straight back. I think TJ's probably making some of the best pitches of the night. Hudson is fouling pitch after pitch. And that one looked good, but no call. 1-1. Bellin trying to figure out how he missed that pitch. And there's the strike, 1-2. And this one hit softly to third. Barnes comes up throwing. He goes across the diamond, and the out is made. Good job by Zy Barnes. And the Riders are out of the inning with no threat, but they're still down here 4-1. We come back for the bottom of the 5th.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
All right, everybody, we're going to try this again. We're going to try the 5th inning stretch. I've been unable to get it right. We'll see if I can this time. And I still can't. It's no music, Pierce. It's the 5th inning stretch. No, why don't you put on a headset? Larry Pierce has arrived.
What are you trying to do here?
Well, it's a 5th inning stretch. It's supposed to take me out of the ballpark, but it never worked.
Oh,
it hasn't worked yet.
Wow.
And it still hasn't worked. But
at least you got out of having to hear Chris sing.
That's true.
Yeah, there you
go.
Very good. I saw Locke. He was he's off talking over there. So
yeah.
Hey, good game here. I was kind of catching it a little bit while I was driving. I'm not supposed to do that, but.
Where were you this evening?
I was over in Shelbyville in a big game between Joaquin and Shelbyville, and district champion Joaquin Lady Rams get the victory over there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sorry.
Here, let's see. You give Locke that one. And take that one. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. You got to see that on the air. That's not very professional. But hey. All right, so here we go. You're going to call that a strike.
All right, so we got Stockwell in. Just heard that the Center Rough Rider Lady Riders won the softball game against Hudson 6-5 in Hudson.
Nice.
Stockwell hits this a long way, but foul down the left field line. So congratulations to the Lady Riders with a big win.
Does that wrap up their season there, Mr. Locke?
Well, I think they're in the playoff is a big jumbled mess.
Yeah, there's like an 8-way tie for second or fourth or 12th or whatever it is. It's crazy. Oh, and Stockwell misses on the breaking pitch. They'll go to first to make sure, and the out is made.
Well, I do know that, a couple of the games that I cover there in the Piney Woods, it's going to be Shelbyville will play Groveton. That'll be next Thursday in Nacogdoches. I know Joaquin, I think they're playing Corrigan Camden. I don't know where they're going to be at, but that's already started. That's softball right there, so I don't know. Baseball still got a little ways to go.
Gonna bring up Zy Barnes.
Chicken leg is what I just heard.
Okay.
That's the kind of nickname you don't give yourself.
Right.
Right.
He is tall and lanky. And he hits the first fastball he sees, but it's long and foul. Ibarra still on the bump for Hudson. Pitching strong, 5 innings here.
Yeah, I was going to ask. It looked like, that got one run across on him, but how their pitcher was going out there. But it looks like he's thrown quite a few.
He doesn't have the velocity that their pitcher the other night has, but he's got great command. He's got a good breaking ball, and he's able to paint the corners. And he's kept us just off balance enough. We've had a bunch of base runners. Wolf got thrown out stealing second. We've left a couple on third. And
that one's outside.
So he's been able to kind of pitch himself out of a couple of jams so far for the Hudson or for the Hudson Hornets, huh?
And so has Bellin.
Okay.
This could be 6-7.
And we'll say the strike zone is somewhat flexible both ways.
There we go. Okay.
Little inconsistent. Made it hard on the pitchers, actually. This one foul back as well.
It's up back there.
Yeah, what's a strike one inning is not the next. Likes to keep us guessing.
There we go.
All right, so a 1-2 count on Barnes. There's one away here in the bottom of the 5th. The Riders, this is exact same spot they were in Tuesday night. They were down 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th.
After having a disastrous top of the 5th, giving up 3, I think.
This hit hard, and that'll be a base hit for Barnes. Nice piece of hitting, just kind of slapped that into center field, and the Riders have a man on. Yeah, we found ourselves down 4-1. They scored 2 in the 6th to get 4-3, and then tied it up in the top of the 7th, 4-4. And this man right here is the one that kind of led that charge, Easton Wolf. We're back to the top of the order.
Yeah. If we scrap out 1 or 2 here, we'd be right back in the same position we were in the other night. And Belling always gets stronger as the game gets into the later innings.
Squaring around and do some bunting.
All right, we're not going. Easton's not going to bunt.
And he
showed it, but
he took a healthy cut right after that.
Yeah.
Fouled that one back into the fence.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 tonight with 2 solid hits. I believe he scored our run, too.
Both pitchers taking a lot of time in between pitches. Big curveball. Wolf hits it, but the wind is going to hold it up for the right fielder, and they make the play. Yep, he has, I think all 3 of his swings tonight have been at curveballs. 2 of them were base hits. So that one he got a little too far under it, and the wind helped hold it up. And they make the play.
There was a good curveball come in. He took a good hack at it. If he'd have got it right on the number, boy, that'll probably. You said we don't see many home runs here, but maybe we would have seen one there, huh?
Yeah, look at the flag. It is blowing.
He hammers the ball when he gets a chance. Yeah. All right, so Horton at the plate, 2 outs. Barnes at first. Wind blowing right in toward the catcher. Horton takes a little chin music.
Got a good crowd from the Hudson made the trip down here today, didn't they? Everybody getting ready for that nice, glorious weekend coming up, huh?
And this is just a chopper to third.
Oh, a little bit of trouble with it.
And they caught Barnes leaning and throw him out at second base, folks. What a
right there.
tough call for the Riders.
Wow,
man. So. I can't think of his name, Bianchi, but I can't say his name all of a sudden. Bianchi over at third, bobbled the ball, couldn't go to first. We were going to be safe, but he noticed Barnes leaning at second. They flip it over and just catch him off the bag. And the Riders, tough break there. They'll come back for the top of the 6th with a chance Should have had 2 men on there with 2 outs, but it is what it is. We're down 4-1.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with a primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider, recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
Elegance. It starts at White Cottage Mercantile. You know, the place with the pink bunny. For the things that make the kitchen smell and taste its best, to those items that make the dining room and the living room feel like home. From the outside porch sitter to the inside connoisseur, the best decor is White Cottage.
All right, folks, we're going to close the book on Bellin. He's going to go 5 innings, 4 runs. I would say
3 strikeouts that I remember.
4 strikeouts. He got another one.
You're right. You're right. He had 2 in 1 inning. Yep. 4 strikeouts on the night for Bellin.
We're going to give him probably 2 earned runs out of the 4.
This hit hard,
but it's hit right to Atkinson.
Atkinson makes a good play. And we set the first man down. So Horton and Bellin have changed places. Bellin goes to second, and Logan Horton is on the mound.
Number 20, Ace Horan.
So Horan comes up, the DH.
Like a 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, 1 pitch, 1 out. Do that 5 more times. Oh, they're like, oh, come on. Come on, Riff.
Come on, breaking ball, misses.
A little high,
Was it a little high, you think?
A little high.
And a swing and a miss. 1-1.
Swift.
Horton works extremely fast compared to the other 2 we've seen pitch tonight. And there's a strike, 1-2.
So, Larry, you're doing a game tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're doing a game tomorrow. Baseball, Shelbyville and Joaquin.
Oh.
In Shelbyville.
That'll be a good one.
Yep.
And that one skips in 2-2.
I also already saw some of the football schedule coming out, and I know that on Halloween night, guess where we're going to be?
In Shelbyville, Joaquin.
Yes.
We're gonna hook it back up.
That's right.
This time in Shelbyville.
That's right.
And this one hit. Wolf backhands it, comes across, and makes the play. Good scoop over there by Stockwell. Doing a little digging out there at first base.
13, Jackson May.
What night of the week is that?
Actually, Halloween's on a Friday night this year.
On a Friday, well, then I probably won't be able to be there. Right. Run the Trojan camera.
Do we know these guys over here?
Yeah.
Hudson? I thought that's Chad, right?
Chase Merrill, yes, sir.
I thought that was Chase.
Yeah.
All right, 2 away.
He's a sometime collaborator with the NETSN group.
He needs to let me come call some girls basketball or some girls games with him at SFA one of these times. What he needs to do.
That's right. He is the voice of the SFA Lady Jacks on the radio.
And a swing and a miss, strike 1. So this is May, the center fielder, with 2 away. Well, the wind has just not given it up tonight. It is steadily blowing.
It died just for a second or two, and then it come right back.
And inside ball. Oh, I'll take it. Strike 2.
Right at the knees and caught it.
We hadn't been getting that pitch tonight.
No, we have not.
0-2, 2 away. And
Got
ring him
him
up. There's a twice the ice strikeout for Logan Horton.
It's an icing if you get a backwards K. It's a on this one it was just a strikeout.
A swinging K.
That's right.
All
right, we go to the bottom of 6. Riders have 6 more outs to score at least 3 runs. We'll be back.
Also,
behold the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond Big Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond Bee Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hope Community Medicine is a nonprofit faith initiative with the primary mission of providing quality health care to the people of East Texas, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic status, or ability to pay. At Hope Community Medicine, they want to be the leading deep East Texas care provider recognized for their outstanding patient care, innovative technologies, programs, and medicines, as well as a highly motivated and distinguished staff. Hope Community Medicine, founded in faith, focused on family.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's
Oh,
what I need.
Father.
Ice cream. Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
All right, so here we go. The bottom of the 6th. Again, Rough Riders down to their final 6 outs to try to score at least 3 runs.
Bellin hits a curveball a mile high. It's going to stay
gonna
up in
hang
the
up.
wind.
Dadgummit.
Boy, that was hit well, but the wind just held it up.
is it the wind holding it up or is it the ballpark?
I'll tell you what, either way,
Either one.
it landed right in the center fielder's glove.
It didn't help at all.
All right, Atkinson and Lane will also come to the plate.
Well, I tell you what, they were had Cody on social media about his stats and everything, about him getting ready to go into the next level. And just very impressive young man, I tell you.
Cody's been pretty aggressive here tonight. And takes a ball outside.
Yeah, we've got another year. He's going to get bigger and faster. Oh, there's a nice curveball.
1-1. Yeah, I mean,
he's a
give
junior
him
this
another
year, right?
another summer in the weight room,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
let's see what he looks like.
Yeah.
He's a junior?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
And a foul ball.
That almost got somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody has the frame. They could add about 20 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
He's going to be one heck of a player to watch his senior year this fall.
Linebacker, and then, he looks like strong safety college.
Oh, and the big curveball. And they're going to
but
ask.
didn't
No,
go.
he did not go.
I didn't really think that he came off
I didn't think he did. The catcher tried to make it.
Tried to frame him up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Catcher doing what the catcher's supposed to
That's
do.
that's what they pay him for.
Right.
So the count now 2-2 with one away to Cody. Ibarra still on the bump. Takes a lot of time. Goes outside. Full count.
So do you keep Chris way down there on that far end so that you can get most of the stuff packed up before he gets over here?
Yeah, we just hopefully Chris won't be coming back.
Atkinson needs to be aggressive here. Got a pitch to hit and just fouled it off. That's the one he was waiting on.
That's right.
All right, so that was the fastball. Let's see if Ibarra comes back with the breaking pitch. Goes outside. Okay. Atkinson's going to walk toward first base, and it's ball 4.
Woo.
I think
that's a heck of a frame job by the catcher right there. I thought he was going to get the call.
Cody took a long look back at the umpire to
make sure. You don't want to be running halfway down to first and get the ring up.
He did the bat flip, but then he looked back like, I can go to first, right? All right, so one away with a man on first.
So Jaden Lane up, who has absolutely tattooed the ball twice. One time over the head of the center fielder, and the other time right at the third baseman, who dove down and made a tremendous catch.
See if Lane can come through again here with one out and a man at first. Pitch outside.
Of course, we admire Lane for being very selective in the pitches.
He and of everybody in the batting order, he is by far has the best eye for pitches. A lot of time Ibarra's taking forever in between pitches. That one outside gets away from the catcher, and Atkinson will go to second. Finally, the Riders catching a break here and there.
I got to take advantage of it. You get somebody in scoring position there.
This is where we did it Tuesday night. We were able to score 2 in the bottom, in the top of the 6th. We're in the bottom of the 6th here at home. So a man in scoring position now for Lane. 2-0 count on the batter. And the fastball high misses 3-0.
See, you don't have just kind of wondering what kind of a pitch count Hudson pitcher might be on.
He's thrown a lot of pitches.
Lane taking all the way, 3-1.
That's a good looking pitch right there. He didn't even know he was taking.
Yeah, they grooved that one in, but
yeah.
Well, both starting pitchers pitched into the 7th the other night. So I'm gonna predict that Ibarra, unless he gets in trouble here, they're gonna ride him as long as they can. And that went upstairs, ball 4. The Riders got a little something here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners at first and second with one out.
Jumping up Verdreen, who's DHing tonight, as we talked earlier. He can continue. He made some amends the other night with a big hit. See if he can't continue to make some amends for the Tuesday night errors. See if he can't drive a run home here.
That's right. He, I think he was the catalyst that got the RBI in the bottom of the 6th or the top of the 6th Tuesday night.
That's exactly right.
Always fun walk-up music. What was your walk-up music to the plate? Did you guys ever have a song? I know y'all probably did get one back in the day, but I'm just kind of curious. What would be your walk-up music song?
We didn't have an announcer. We didn't have music.
We barely had anybody keeping the book.
We had wooden bleachers.
We had somebody out there changing panels on a bench out there on the scoreboard. There wasn't no digitals or nothing.
And a swing and a miss by Verdreen.
Wow. We at least had a digital scoreboard.
We had a digital scoreboard and good lights.
Kid out there with a piece of chalk and an eraser. That's what we had.
And Verdreen, a swing and bunt. They'll go to third. And he is, wait a minute. He wasn't on the bag. He was not on the bag. He is safe at third.
Safe at third. He is safe
okay.
At third. Okay, yeah.
Coach Ellis was like,
don't go anywhere.
Coach Ellis was making sure. Wait, what are they calling here? Did they say that he got back to the bag? Okay, they are going to say that he got back to the bag. He was not on the bag when he caught the ball. He must have turned and got back. So Atkinson is out on the force play at third. So now there's 2 outs, runners at first and second for Sutton Link.
For the Riders, number 4.
Don't know how much I agree with that.
I saw him kind of spin toward the bag, but I didn't think he touched it. I thought Atkinson beat him to it.
Thought we were getting a couple of breaks there, and that one doesn't go towards center way.
And a strike on the outside corner to Link. Riders down 4-1, but they've got 2 men on and 2 outs. Big breaking ball misses. Ibarra's throwing the curveball in any count tonight. He's not scared of any particular setup. He'll come with the big hook anytime. And Link right under the hands, and they call that a strike.
So we know that Hudson is the top of the district here, and Center's still sitting in at number 3, I think.
Well, Bullard's the top of the district.
Bullard and then Hudson.
And then Hudson second. The winner of this game, it's going to be difficult because they go and play Bullard. And, if Hudson were to lose both to Bullard and we were to beat Rusk, we could vault past them, but we needed this game tonight.
I see. But you still got the 2 against Rusk coming up.
We got 2 against Rusk, which we would be favored. Yeah. And they're not going to be favored against Bullard, but I think it's going to be a pretty even matchup.
Yeah.
And Link hangs on with a foul ball here. So 1-2. Yeah, I think we can stay solidly in 4th place.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah. We can play into 3rd depending on other people's outcome.
I see.
Right, but here's the thing though. I mean, that really doesn't matter now. It's us versus Hudson.
Yeah, because they do the split, Division 2, Division 1 split.
Right.
And they a good pitch to take there by Link.
Yeah. The way it looks, barring something crazy, Massonville and Rusk are going to be out. They're way down the list. Though I imagine Rusk, if they were to beat us, sweep us, that might make it interesting. But it looks like it's going to be Bullard, Palestine, Hudson Center.
And
Bullard and
Palestine will be
the
big
upper
division. Yeah.
So you get the runner-up in the 4D2.
And this is swing and bunt. Back to Ibarra. He's going to flip it to first. And Hudson avoids the 2 base runners. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. The top of the 7th when we come back. Riders down 4-1.
Yeah, because I know.
Granny B Snow Cone Center is your source for great summer treats. It begins with quality shaved ice, and from there you get everything from the single colored snow cone to a really creative summer treat. And besides, the counselor likes it. They're also your home for Dippin' Dots. They've been supporting the Rough Riders for a mighty long time. So pull up to the window at Granny B's and let them serve you something special. So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center. Jack Callan.
Yes, sir.
What's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More. Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Obviously, the Rough Riders need to put a 0 up on the board for Hudson here. Don't need to. We always talk about it normally in the positive sense, but we don't want Hudson to get any more insurance runs because insurance is very important, Mr. Locke.
That's right. Everybody is underinsured. Let me just say that. You may think you're not, but you are. Come see us for some life insurance, and we'll prove it to you.
That's right.
I got enough to bury me.
Well, Larry, you need to take your money out of your coffee can and take it down to Locke. He can make it grow.
Make it grow for me?
That's right. And especially, I know, Jason, because you do a lot of work for churches and nonprofits and folks like that, where you don't want it to be subject to the vagaries of the market, but you want it to grow.
Yeah, there are places where you can safely put your money and earn some good, solid interest without any kind of, market risk, those kind of things. We help a lot of nonprofits and churches and things where they normally would just have their money languishing in a bank account.
That's right.
So come see us.
So when they come to you and tell you that you're now the president of the cemetery fund and you've got $50,000 to do something with, go see Jason. He can help you with that.
That's right. That is exactly right. A swing and a miss, strike one here. Horton is dealing in the top of the 7th.
I could help you with $50,000 too. I probably won't have the same investment ideas that you have, but I mean, we could definitely spend. Oh, what?
But that happens all the time as the generations, as folks move on, or get a little bit older, and they pass it down to their next folks, and the idea that some of the older generation, their idea of where to put the money may not be the most efficient way to do it.
And that went in under the hands. Batter steps away. It's 2-1. And time called again. I think there's an unspoken contest between the two teams tonight. Who can kill the most time and drag this game out?
Well, we're still at just about 9 o'clock. I mean, there have been a lot of times when games have gone to close to 10. So there's even the slow pace that we've played, we're still getting there.
And there should be the strike, and no, it is not. Wow. Ball 4.
Come on, Blue. That looked good from up here. Must have been a little bit high. Coach Ellis coming out to have a chat.
Coach Ellis didn't like that one either.
He's coming out saying, keep throwing them.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't let that get to you.
Wasn't nothing wrong with that pitch.
Yep. Let's take a quick break. We'll hear from a lot of our sponsors in our group ad. We'll be right back.
Pineywood Sports and NETSN says thank you to these fine sponsors of Rough Rider baseball and softball. Bird Forestry, helping industry protect nature. Granny Bee Snow Cones, the sign that summer is here. The Pizzeria, the taste of a generation. And TNR Steaks and More, all you can eat, all the time. And Ray Jones Chevrolet. Let Marlon Ray, Mr. Chevrolet, show you what's on the lot. These sponsors say, go Riders. These fine following sponsors bring you our coverage of Pineywood sports. Sandy Creek Land Enhancement, helping you make the most of your property. The great flavors of Rancho Grande, a great place to celebrate. First National Bank Tenaha, helping the area grow. Dr. Deborah Worsham, local choice, local expertise.
Oh, here we go. We got a
and
bunt down.
Back to Horton. He'll go to first for the out. Advances the Hudson base runner to second.
Sack bunt looking for that extra run.
So a successful bunt by the Hornets. Pushes the runner over. And this is going to bring up the 9-hole hitter, Howitt. Howitt. I apologize to those of you back home that know that I'm doing that wrong. It's one of the two. Howitt is what our announcer is going to go with.
Yeah, but he's calling Slater or whatever. So.
And this hit hard to third, knocked down by Barnes, but not able to keep it in the glove. It trickled away. Good job of keeping it on the infield, though. Give Barnes a little credit there. He smothered it, but it trickled out of the glove. Wolf was able to scoop it up, but the runner does slide into third safely. Runners on the corners with one out.
Yeah, it's a good try there by Barnes. Like I said, he knocked it down, but he wasn't able to get back to third there in time as that runner was moving. But good job, because it could have got bounced out there. He could have got that run home.
So Benaki back to the top of the order here. Runners on the corners and one away. They're going to step check.
Again, this series brought to you by Farmers State Bank. They also bring us our 5th inning stretch that I managed to mess up every time. That's a good pitch.
And Horton with a good fastball.
I guess you just got to get
strike.
some kind of audio recording on there and just.
Oh, I do. I set it up and practice it, and then it comes out here and it doesn't work. I don't know what to tell you.
And another step check by Horton.
I even put it on the desktop so it would no one could grab it. So I don't know. It's just these computers. They have this thing is a living thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just doesn't want to do something. It just won't do it.
Ooh,
nice
good
pitch.
breaking ball for strike 2. Boy, that was ugly,
Yeah.
ugly, nasty pitch.
What do you call that, Larry?
Nasty cheese.
Nasty cheese, baby.
So way ahead in the count
Interesting,
here.
they're not sending the runner at first.
They're going to pick it first. If we throw it away, they'll send the runner home.
And he'll take 3
score
on this.
easily.
Yep.
And our camera hopefully is okay down there.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that was an unfortunate event.
Too
So
big
the Riders
coming back in.
had a good play on. I think they actually had the runner leaning. Just unable to make the throw. And Hudson goes up 5-1. So the count is 0-2 on the batter. And a swing and a miss.
That's a big out there.
And Lane has to find the ball and make sure for the second out.
Now batting for the Hornets, number 21, Cutter Warren.
All right, so now 2 away.
That's not Coach Smith in there.
Not sure. I think we got an equipment issue with Lane at the plate. Coach Ellis comes out. Maybe not. Maybe we're asking a question. Okay, I thought Lane had an equipment issue the way he looked over in the dugout, but that wasn't it.
So 2 outs here. Hudson does get 1 insurance run, and they've got a runner on second with Cutter Warren up. Is he catching tonight again?
He's catching tonight.
Left-handed hitter in the number 2 spot.
They pick play at second. Safe. But we've seen Horton. Horton's got a good move to all bags. We've seen him pick off a number of runners this year.
Coach Ellis comes over and says, give him the walk.
We're going to.
Yep.
That's not a bad idea.
Number 8.
And get a pinch runner.
All right. So Cutter gets a pass. They put in a pinch runner for him at first. Runners at first and second. We got 2 outs, and Slatter comes to the plate. And Slatter hits one sharply. Atkinson not going to get there in time. That's going to drop. And the runner comes from third, and the throw gets past Lane, and the run scores. So Slatter once again comes through for the Hornets. That ball did not stay up.
But it's just like you don't want to say it had some English on it or something, because you get in there and the wind wasn't really blowing it here, but it just come off of there, just a lazy fly ball type of thing there almost.
No, I think you're right. I think it did have some English on it. I think it was.
Yeah, Atkins came up with a strong throw.
It was spinning away from him.
He just, the ball was up the baseline, not able to make a play. So now Hudson in position. They've got runners at second and third with 2 outs. They're up 6-1. And it's Ibarra, starting pitcher, is at the plate, and he's got a 1-1 count. And this hit sharply foul, 1-2.
Kind of wondering if they would have left him in there, or maybe pinch hit for him if it would still been 4-1 type ball game. He's been out there a while, but I don't know, y'all know how many pitches more he's thrown than I do, but.
I fully expect to see Ibarra come out.
And this hit, lazy fly ball to right. Link able to make the play, but not before 2 more runs are added to the Hudson score sheet. It's now 6-1. The Riders have 3 outs left.
You're watching NETSN and Pineywood sports coverage of Rough Rider baseball. Tonight, the Riders take on the Hudson Hornets, live from the Horseshoe in Center, Texas. Granny B Snow Cone Center is your source for great summer treats. It begins with quality shaved ice, and from there you get everything from the single colored snow cone to a really creative summer treat. And besides, the counselor likes it. They're also your home for Dippin' Dots. They've been supporting the Rough Riders for a mighty long time. So pull up to the window at Granny B's and let them serve you something special. The rich tradition of Farmer State Bank. In 1904, a handful of investors put up $25,000. From that initial investment, imagine the generations of lives that have been touched by Farmer State Bank. Do you own a plot of land? If you do, no matter what the size or the makeup of that plot, Bird Forestry needs to be on your side. They like to say, it's your forest. Let Bird Forestry help you manage it.
Everybody, welcome back. We're going to start off with 7, 8, 9. They're going to have to make something happen so we get the top of the lineup back to try to. We have to score 5.
And Stockwell swinging at the first pitch, strike 1.
Well, I hope we get some runs here, because otherwise I'm going to Waterburn.
We're talking.
And the big hook for strike 2.
I almost brought us a pizzeria pizza.
Love the pizzeria.
Yes.
Hey, I tell you what, if you haven't had their lasagna, man, try their lasagna.
Oh, everything there is good.
And a cheesecake, too.
And this hit hard toward the shortstop. Stockwell runs it out, but they make the play. So Slatter with the put away.
I bet our new football coach can probably eat some pizza.
Oh, you think so?
I
Coach Brown?
I think Coach Brown can eat some pizza.
He said he admitted he was an old offensive lineman like us, so I anticipate him to be able to eat some pizza with us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I wonder if he's a pepperoni guy or if he's going to be a full-out pizza guy like me.
Yeah.
Cy Barnes
Meat
steps
lover.
in.
That's right.
Canadian bacon pineapple.
There you go.
I love the Hawaiian.
Come on,
Canadian bacon, pineapple, and jalapeno.
Yeah.
Oh.
That makes it even better with
In
jalapenos.
under the Barnes' hands. Yeah, y'all haven't said anything I don't like yet. I mean,
they got good salad there,
Yeah,
too.
Pierce always gets a salad.
I
Man,
love
they got
the
great
salad.
salad, man.
Great salad.
Great price, too.
The hot ham and cheese. Have you had their
Oh,
hot?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
So been the home of the Coach Rick Meek show. Now gonna be home of the Coach Brown show, and Piney Woods coaches show.
New coaches on.
Oh, that's good. Is that
And a
gonna
good
drop?
hit by Barnes. It's going to hang up. Oh, and the right fielder makes a play on it. Well, Zy went up there with the right attitude, slapped one into right field, but just hit it a little too well, stayed up, and the right fielder made the play. Riders down to their last out, but we're back to the top of the order. That brings Easton Wolf to the plate.
This is a good man to get things started with a 2-out rally, huh?
That's right. Everybody put your rally caps on.
We had to do it like this.
Yeah.
Bug Juice.
Yes.
Good nickname. I like that.
Well, that's what.
Bug Juice.
Yes, that's.
Oh, Bug Juice?
That's,
I used
that's
to love
old
Bug
Bug
Juice.
Juice. That's right. And you got his grandpa sitting right down there that came in there and told us that.
And he hits another curveball. This is hopping to Slatter. Slatter comes across, and that's going to be the ball game, folks. Riders take a tough one right on the chin, 6-1.
All right, folks. We'll hear from a couple sponsors to come back. It'll be the Aurora Concepts post-game show live here on NETSN, where we'll talk about our Center Motor Company player of the game, and we'll see about if we're going to get an interview with Coach. But we may not. We may pack it up and get out of here because the wind is picking up.
Right.
We'll be right back.
The series between the Riders and the Hudson Hornets, brought to you by Farmer State Bank. Pineywood Sports and NetSN says thank you to these fine sponsors of Rough Rider baseball and softball. Bird Forestry, helping industry protect nature. Granny B Snow Cones, the sign that summer is here. The Pizzeria, the taste of a generation. And TNR Steaks and More, all you can eat, all the time. And Ray Jones Chevrolet, let Marlon Ray, Mr. Chevrolet, show you what's on the lot. These sponsors say, go Riders. Pineywood Sports and NetSN say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumber yard.
Their head, I must be good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. It's just nothing, because you'll know, mamas and grandmas will let you know.
It's it's always the women.
Larry Pierce to go, yes. All right, so we took one on chin tonight.
We did take one on the chin tonight, and man, it's a tough one to eat because a lot of that, I feel like probably 3 of their runs are probably errors.
Yeah. At least 3 or 4 were unearned runs.
Yeah, extended innings because of error or just, making the wrong fielder's choice, stuff like that. And overthrowing runners, golly, man. It was
something that we have avoided doing largely
and
throughout the year.
The same was said Tuesday night. I mean, we had 3 errors in the 5th Tuesday night that cost us the game. Otherwise, we win that game.
Yep.
And tonight, the same could be said. I mean, it was 6-1 at the end, But it was 2-1 most of this ball game, but those 2 runs were unearned.
And credit to their pitcher. Give credit where credit's due. He pitched the whole game. We only scored 1 run.
That's right.
He was throwing a good game.
Yeah, we talked about him. He didn't seem to have the velocity as the pitcher.
No, Williams was a little hotter Tuesday night, but Ibarra painted corners, and that curveball was devastating.
Yeah, he had a great curveball. He had a great command of the pitching, and was able, like you said, to find those, or it just kept us off balance.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think? Player of the game? Who stood out for you, Mr. Mayfield, tonight for the Riders?
Ooh, man, worth mentioning, kind of like newcomer of the year for me because I haven't got to see him bat at all. But Zy Barnes put the ball in play a lot tonight. But I think we're going to have to give it to Jaden Lane. I mean, Jaden plays good defense every game. He's been putting the ball in play. I mean, he's been playing some solid baseball for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, I agree. Jaden with a big double tonight. He doubled in a crucial point at the game Tuesday night. He actually tripled. He kind of jogged in there toward the last few steps, but he made it to third base. Had a big week for him at the plate. Just wasn't enough to overcome the Hudson Hornets by himself.
And Hudson's always salty, man. I knew, going into this game, like Hudson's going to be where we see where we're gonna stack up on the district. It sucks because I thought we were gonna work our way into second this week, but it was rough couple of games.
But it is what it is. Again, to watch this team, play. It's still a load of fun. Again, a couple of young guys, making some mistakes, and when you play good teams, that's going to be the kind of the difference in the ball game. And but man, it's just fun watching this Rough Rider team. I really enjoy it.
Well, we're starting, 5 underclassmen. We've got a true freshman, 4 sophomores, 2 seniors, and 1 junior on the field. So, look, I know we've still got a series against Russ to play, but you can't help but be excited for the future of this Rough Rider team.
But I'm excited about the future of this year because I think we'll come in, we'll take care of business against Rusk, and then we'll move into the playoffs, and you just never know.
Yeah, we definitely in line to go to the next level, and hopefully put 2 more wins on the board next week against Rush. Should be back on a normal schedule as far as we know. That'd be a Tuesday-Friday schedule with this week, of course, Easter and Good Friday. We moved the games up a little bit. But, next week we got Rusk. Should be a good matchup.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Mayfield, for joining us as usual. We'll see you again next week when we host Rusk here. And we'll take a quick break here from a couple of sponsors, including Aurora Concepts, which brings us our post-game show. We'll come back. We'll wrap the game up. We'll get ready and look forward toward Rusk next week.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
B3, that's the name. What does that name mean to you? B3 Oregon, dude. It's the sound of the 60s. B3 is the only thing that is before B4. It's a vitamin, good for the teeth and bones. None of the above. It's B3 Car Wash right there on Tenhaw Highway. You can do it yourself or you can drive through. It's B3 Car Wash.
Hey there, football fans. The game is over. Now it's time to try to figure out what went on out there. It's time for the Aurora Concept.
JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
Everybody, welcome back to the final segment. Jason Luck, your final thoughts?
Just still, we need to put this one behind us, move on to next week, chalk up two wins against Rusk, and head into the playoffs. I think that's probably the message from Coach Ellis. You got a young team, keep them fired up, keep them ready to go, and good things ahead.
All right, so here we go. The season finale series with the Rusk Eagles will begin next week. We'll get that, and hopefully we'll be making a playoff push after that. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Thank you, Mr. Locke. Thanks to Larry Come On Riff Pierce, who sat in with us. Thanks to Chase Mayfield, who sits with us in the postgame show. This is the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We'll see you next week when the Rusk Eagles and the Riders square off.
We thank you for watching the Aurora Concepts postgame show. We have a big thanks to our postgame sponsors, Dairy Queen, Wyndham Family Dental, Wiggins Family Farms, Center Motor Company, JBA Financial, and Tammy Steptoe Realty. And of course, Aurora Concepts, who says, let us take care of you. Stay tuned for the Batters Law Firm Final Scoreboard live from the Bowles Feed Blimp. We'll see you next week. Until then, it's first down and 7 days to go.
The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.